Today's lesson is going to be all about applying to economics at the middle or high school level. We're going to talk a little bit about the Federal Reserve's tools to help regulate our economy. There are several. Today we're going to cover the reserve requirement. The reserve requirement is the amount of money that banks are required to keep in reserves when someone makes a deposit. This way, they can meet the demand for withdrawing those deposits. Deposits are actually considered a liability to the bank because they owe that money out, right? So let's say the Federal Reserve sets the reserve requirement for 10%, and an individual or you put $10,000 in the bank, okay? So what amount of that money does the bank need to keep on hand? 10% of 10,000 is $1,000, right? Where's that other $9,000 go? That $9,000 is called excess reserves. And the money in excess reserves is the money the bank has available to loan, right? To make money, to create money in the system. There's a beautiful formula for figuring out how we create money in the system. And it's 1 over the required reserve ratio. In our case, in this example, it would be 1 over zero point 0.1, right? 0.1 represents 10%. Now, what is 1 divided by 0.1? That equals 10, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to plug those excess reserves, that $9,000, and be very, very careful not to use the total deposit. Many students make that mistake, but remember that 1,000 of that 10,000 is not available for the bank to loan out. They must keep that on hand. That's the required amount they must keep. But the $9,000, we can then take our formula, 9,000 times 1 over 0.1, which equals 10, and figure out how much money is created from this initial deposit. In our example here, we have 9,000 times 10, right? So we have $90,000 that the bank, or money created in our economic system.